Hello everybody and welcome back to my Elite Dangerous Horizons mission tutorial series. First off, we're gonna hit Starport Services with spacebar. Gonna go down to the mission board, spacebar again. And we are looking for a sweet mission, and here is one right off the bat. Power down the settlement power grid. Not a simple mission. Looks like we get to land on a planet. That is awesome. Let's get to it. Gonna left click the mission to select it. Hit accept. Gonna go back. Exit. We're gonna hit 1 to pull up our left panel. E to slide over to transactions, and then spacebar to open up the power down the settlement power grid. Using A and D to navigate, we're gonna select Open Galaxy Map with spacebar. Alright. We are gonna scroll in, hover over the top until it highlights. We are going to hit System Map for a little closer view. Gonna select the planet highlighted, zoom way in, keep zooming way in, and there we go. We can see the whole planet, all the different landing points. Technically, I guess you can land anywhere you want on the planet, but there's only going to be something interesting to do at a few select locations. Here is the location we need. Gonna hover over the top. Gonna plot that route and hit back. Gonna hit back one more time. And now we can see by holding down left click where we're going. We are going straight down. Let's get to it. Pressing 1 to close my left panel. Using S to navigate down to launch. And spacebar. Alright, we are unlocked from the station. We are going to thrust upward with R. We are going to pick up our landing gear by hitting L.
Landing gear retracted.
And we are going to take off. We are accelerating out of the way of the station. And we are going to align our mission point. There it is. Just waiting for that mast to unlock. As soon as we hit that perfect distance away from the station we were just at, or planet we were just on. And there it goes, hitting J to jump. Frameshift drive is charging slowly but surely. You can... And here we go. And we are here. We're gonna go away from that sun so we don't burn up. Aligning with our target and watching our speed. You'll notice I have my speed set right to the middle of that blue section. As I get further away from that sun, the gravity isn't pulling on us as much, and we're gonna start speeding up even faster, to slow us down a tiny bit. And we're slowing down. I'm gonna tilt us downward a little bit, lose some of that speed, tilt us right back up. Now you'll notice on the left-hand side of the screen we have a distance, but no blue in the distance, and a speed, and we definitely have a blue in the speed. That means they want us to go a very specific speed when we're entering this atmosphere. We're not actually dropping out of warp. Getting closer. Around this point, you'll start to see some of the locations on the planet lighting up. Definitely want to make sure that line of sight of the mission point you're going to. Russia's Folly. If this were on the backside of the planet, it wouldn't be a solid orange circle around there. It would be kind of dotted. You don't want to go directly down into the planet. You want to kind of cruise into it. I'm not trying to stab the planet here. We're just trying to ease in. If you go in at too sharp of an angle, you're going in too fast. The glide doesn't take an effect, and it will take a really long time to get where you're going. Closer and closer, 180 kilometers out. You'll notice our speed is auto-adjusting there on the right. Dropping from orbital cruise. And glide enabled. Glide is going to allow us to continue traveling at a high rate of speed. Not going to take us forever to travel this 112 clicks. And our glide has run out there. We are going to boost up our speed with W. Going to hit tab a couple times. Give us a little boost. Alright, we are about 7 clicks out. Going to slow down our speed into this blue. And just take a look around. Pushing a middle mouse button will allow you to free look. See any ships? Anything that's going to shoot us for messing with this place? Shutting down a settlement power grid. Probably not going to be a warm welcome. We are about 3 clicks out. We're going to slow it down a teeny bit more. And right about now, I'm looking for the closest, flattest place to land near this place. Don't want to land too close. We'll set off an alarm. Want to stay about 0.5 clicks out. Slowing us down a little bit more. And I'm going to go ahead and drop the landing gear. And I'm stopping completely. We're about 300 meters out. Not too bad, pretty close. Now you'll notice the blue line in the middle of my screen, that is my alignment for landing. Right now, it's telling me that my nose is pointed too far down, indicated by the arrows pointing upward. As I move the arrows upward, it aligns again. Same with if I was to roll to the side, it's telling me, oh, to correct yourself, go to the right there a little. Gonna lower us down with F. Gonna adjust our roll a little bit. Alignment okay. A little bit further down. And a nice safe landing. Next we want to press 3, opening our helm computer. Using the S key, navigate down to the SRV Scarab. Select it with spacebar. Select spacebar again to deploy.
Assist on.
You'll notice as we're now on our SRV, we're not looking at the same thing we were looking at a second ago. Did we go someplace else? No. The SRV always points out the back of your ship. That is something you're going to want to remember for trying to repark your SRV, as you have to repark it in the same direction it is launched, meaning pointing backwards. Here we go. Very sensitive with the gas on this guy. I'm using my A and D keys to steer it. I also have steering on my mouse, but I'm trying not to use that. There's the exterior of my beautiful Eagle. And there's where we're headed. I'm gonna select 1 to open the left panel. Gonna select E to hit contacts. I'm gonna hit W and S to navigate down to settlement power grid and highlight that. Pressing 1 again to release the display. There you can see the settlement power grid highlighted in white there. Gonna be around the side here. Being very careful. Keeping an eye out for turrets and anything else I'm gonna have to deal with on my way out. A lot of times these things have turrets guarding them, or they have patrol ships patrolling around waiting for somebody to mess with them. Today I think we have lucked out. These stations are all basically the same layout with this kind of mission. There's a little horseshoe here. We're gonna sneak into the horseshoe, blow something up, sneak out as quickly and carefully as possible, being really, really careful not to roll our SRV. Alright, I can see on my little mini-map that it is right in front of me on the left. It is actually behind that orange wall. You will also see on the mini-map this red square beginning to form. Once I cross that line, I am trespassing. There we go. Pointed in, firing with left mouse. Really didn't take all that long to destroy it. Backing out very carefully, going forward very carefully. And let's get out of here before anybody catches us. They will send drones, they will send ships after you, but you just get the smallest distance away. Like even right now, I think if a drone showed up, it would not see me. And if it did see me, well, I would slow down a little bit. I would hit the U button to access my turret. And I would blast them out of the sky. Hitting the U button again to get out of my turret view. Let's get out of here. Crazy. Hanging out. Just blew something up. Just took out their power grid. Are they dead now? Did I just kill their electricity? Their life support? Who knows? I made a lot of cash on this mission, I know it. Now we're slowing down. Now remember when we exited the vehicle, we were pointed out the back. So in order to park it, we also need to be pointed out the back. I'm approaching from the front. Gonna line myself up with this little grid. Step on the brakes. I'm gonna hit 3. Open up the SRV menu with spacebar. And you will see we cannot select proceed to boarding point. That means we're a little too close, a little too far away. We're pointed backwards. I don't know. Pressing 3 to get out. Let's back up a little bit and see. We seem to be okay. Maybe we just weren't pulled forward enough. There we go. Pressing 3 again, and now we can board the ship. Selecting with spacebar. The rest is automated. Beautiful, beautiful animations everywhere in this game. I love you, Elite Dangerous. Alright, we are back in our ship. We're gonna hold the R key to launch. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Clicking the L key to retract our landing gear. And we're gonna go ahead and point straight up in the air. We want to get far enough up to not be mass locked. Uh-oh, you'll notice in the lower right-hand corner, we are now wanted for what we did. It's okay, we're only wanted in a tiny little area that we probably won't come back to. Alright, we are no longer mass locked. We are gonna select 1 to open our left panel. Q over to transactions. Spacebar to highlight the current mission. Gonna open that galaxy map one more time. And all that's left is going home. Gonna highlight Asylus Primus and plot that route. Gonna exit and try to align ourselves with our next location. And it looks like it's gonna be behind the planet we are on. This is a problem I've run into quite a few times. You can go through the long process of unhighlighting everywhere you were gonna go, or you can go into your options and remap your super cruise. I've mapped mine to the K button. I'm gonna hit K. I'm gonna point to the escape vector. Throttling up. Boom, we are out of there. And we want to clear as much space away from this planet as we possibly can. Being very careful not to get back into its atmosphere. The further away from the planet we get, the faster we are going to go. And now it starts to climb. 4 kilometers a second. 5, 6, 7. It'll just snowball from there. Faster and faster, faster and faster. Eventually we'll be far enough off the planet to be able to actually go around the planet and see what was on the other side, which is our destination. Our paycheck. "150 kilometers an hour. Alright, let's slow down a tiny bit and see where we're at. Aligning with our destination. And there we go. Gonna go right around that blue atmosphere edge of that planet. Lining up with our destination. Notice our temperature is at 27%. Not bad at all. Hitting J to jump.
Frameshift drive Charging.
There's that old school countdown. Alright, we are back in the system. Gonna hit 1 to open our left panel.
Disengaged.
And we're gonna click S to open the system map. You'll notice this little guy is highlighted here. Gonna zoom in. And go ahead and select that. There we go. Exit out. Now we have something to point at. Going a little too fast. Stuck up on us there. Just up and down a little bit. Slow you down. Here we go, Foster Research Lab. Gonna adjust my speed up into the blue. And keep it centered as possible. You'll notice again my distance and speed on the left-hand side there. Both slowly going down to those blue areas, those safe zones. There we go, speed is in the blue, gonna slow down a little bit. Get stuck at that gravity pull. Realigning. Closer and closer, safe to engage, hit J, drop out of that jump. And there she is. Gonna wait until we get 7 kilometers out before we request docking. Selecting 1 to open our left panel. E twice to contacts. Spacebar on Foster Research Lab. Gonna use the W and the S keys to navigate downward to request docking and hit spacebar again. Then 1 to close out the menu.
Permission granted.
Slow us down to that blue speed. And you notice there in the middle in the blue lettering it'll say proceed to landing pad 1. Or 2, or 9, or 43. Mine says 1, and it's giving me 9 minutes and 43 seconds to land there. We are approaching backwards. We definitely never want to be pointed at that orange arrow. Always want to keep that arrow at our tail. Just gonna do a little flip. Spin us, and there we go. Now we are pointed in the right direction. We can land successfully. Hitting L to drop our landing gear. Slowing down to about 3 pips.
Landing gear deployed.
And easing us into that spot. Slowing down a little bit more. There we go. F to lower us down. Very softly. Don't want to crash. And we are safe. Select starboard services with your spacebar. With the mouse, navigate over to mission board. And right here, power down the settlement power grid. That is the one we just finished. Gonna claim that reward. Woo, we are rich. 382,404 credits headed our way. 1.3 million. We are now millionaires. Reputation went up a little bit. Influence went up a little bit. Gonna exit out. And that was Power Down the Settlement Power Grid. Thank you so much for watching. Hit like and subscribe to see more. Space Monkey signing off.